Week 4 of the National Football League, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Cowboys and the Giants on Thursday night primetime.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in Week 4. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. Mozzie Smith, he fought through to record the sack. How about the defense there try to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing the tone for this one.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 73 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
You look at this Cowboy defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Throwing Jones. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Now Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Well, the Cowboys making their way out behind the NFL's leader in touchdown passes for 2023. In his 9th season now, Dak Prescott.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Jones. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. You look at this Cowboy defense. Against the pass, Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
He's got it complete to Tolbert. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Prescott. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Singletary to get the drive started. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Again, it's Johnson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. Off play action. Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Back to throw again. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Cowboys force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
There's Jalen Tolbert as this Dallas offense returns to the field.
There was a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Prescott to throw it. Able to hit his target, Lamb. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on third down. Move the sticks. Up the middle, here's Elliott. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. That good for 19 and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way because it's so early in the season it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
That is caught by Lamb. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Prescott now. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out.
They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Now, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Aubrey now for the point after.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out.
He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Giants get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. There's Jalen Tolbert as this Dallas offense returns to the field.
He's been really good in the yardage category, yet to hit the end zone, however.
A minor blemish against him right now because the work he's doing catching the ball, in some ways he's helping serve as good ball control because the big plays that he's making have really helped out his team.
Absolutely. They're winning on the scoreboard here in quarter number 2.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3.
To throw is Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Throwing, Prescott. There again is Cooks, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
To the air again, Prescott. And that is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
A first down carry by Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
Well, let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out.
They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A give, Singletary right side. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Looking to throw. Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw.
To the right side and intercepted. And the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing Jones. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Now Jones. Robinson's got it. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Here's Prescott.
Going right back to Ferguson.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott getting ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Play action now, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Prescott off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. 10th carry down for Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense and Daniel Jones set to take over again. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Jones throwing to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. That is caught, and he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds Robinson, and he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 5. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Back to throw. Jones.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Now Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Now Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott.
Into the hands of Hendershot. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again. Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a 1st down.
And he edges forward but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Singletary going to get the handoff. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but It's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 23. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Singletary is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Again, it'll be Singletary. And once again, that middle going to be clogged up as he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Operating from the gun, Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Again, it's Elliott. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 77 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. This is Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Bobby Okereke making that tackle. 2nd and 9. To throw is Prescott. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Throwing, Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Jones. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. Forced out to his left. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gano's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 97 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Elliott going to get it again on second down.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. After the penalty, it's Elliott.
Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining